I have always wanted to obtain the rarest mount. I have Invincible, Ashes of Alar, the Big Love Rocket, and the default Tauren Kodos. Bet you're jealous about that last one. Believe me, the list goes on, and while I'm thrilled to have these iconic novelties under my belt, there is one mount that has eluded me for years. A mount so rare, so grindy, and so sought after that the mere mention of its name scares away the average player. A mount owned by a measly 10% of the player base. A mount that countless have strived for, and countless more have given up on. But I will not be one of those nerds who gave up for a lesser whip. I intend to procure this strange new ride by all means at any cost, and to earn it, we're gonna have to set aside a long time and go to my favorite place in the world of Warcraft. The Darkmoon Faire. Are you surprised that the Jester loves to kick it in the carnival? What isn't there to love about this place? The rides, the music, the snacks, and ominous old god presence. Oh, and the mount! The Darkmoon Dirigible, also called the Blimp if you're normal. This mount requires you to earn a staggering, ungodly 1,000 Darkmoon Faire reward tickets. But do you think that KozyJester would turn away the Carnival Blimp? No. If you think like that, stop thinking. Thanks. Now buckle in, for this is the tale of how I obtained one of Warcraft's grindiest mounts, and how the climb drove me to the brink of insanity and gave me a little push. This is the story of my Darkmoon delirium, and the tickets we made along the way. Speaking of tickets, I have none. But what better way to start making tickets than to spend months coveting special quest turn-in items that come from various sources that when turned in, give varying amounts of tickets. I was sitting at roughly 100 tickets after. Such a shame, I actually had to play the game. Now, earning tickets normally is pretty straightforward. Every month, for 1 week and 1 week only, the mysterious Darkmoon Faire arrives, with a handful of fun minigames that you can complete once per day per character, each offering 1 ticket upon completion. Now, usually you'd log in, do a round of dailies, which take about 15 minutes, get about 10 tickets, and log out. Rinse and repeat every day for a single week, once per month, and you're on your way to getting the fabled Darkmoon Dirigible in like 8 or 9 months. But I already spent months collecting so many oddball quest turn-ins for a measly 10th of the required amount. Do you think I'm gonna just log on and do dailies for months on end and nothing else, and then get a mount that I'll never use because I'm so burnt out by doing dailies for months on end? What does this look like, Cataclysm? It doesn't, and unlike insecure billionaires, I am a gamer. Therefore, I put yet another self-imposed challenge over my head. Listen, and listen well. I, Kozy, intend to earn 1,000 tickets and buy this maddening mount in 48 hours. Yeah, that's right. Perhaps what I intend to do is not so much improbable as it is degenerate. But if there's one thing I live for, it's showing people how long I can go without sleeping. Take a look at this in the newest expansion for Retail WoW. Amongst all of the quality of life features that made the game more convivial or redundant depending on who you ask, Blizzard snuck in one feature under our noses, and I intend to take advantage of it. They made Darkmoon Faire tickets transferable. Do you know how much this changes the game? This means that if I make 10 tickets on one character, then I can log out onto another character to make another 10 tickets by doing the same dailies on them, rinse and repeat over and over and over and over. And I know what you're thinking. How am I gonna get 900 tickets in 2 days if I can only do the dailies twice per character in that time frame? Great question, and it has an even greater answer. I leveled a few characters for the sole purpose of being little jesters who attend the spooky carnival to earn tickets, then piss off back to being irrelevant alts I'll never play again.
Bravo, that is a brilliant plan, but how many alts do you even have?
Oh, just a handful of 50. Yeah, that's right. While you were busy being productive, having a job, doing things that made you happy, probably I was in the mines, working. Take a gander at my army of alts with staggering names such as Japan, Advil Edible, I Am Not a Healer, Jester Girl, Saul Goodman, Destiny 2. Need I go on? I have a character named RuneScape. And if there's anything I've taken away from RuneScape, it's that grinding for 48 hours straight without sleep isn't an achievement. It's a requirement.
If you watch my stream enough, you'll get invincible. As you can tell by the drops menu above my face cam. Wait, what happened to my face cam? Oh, that's simply incredible.
It's safe to say that within 6 hours, the effects were already showing. But why? How could a fun little carnival be the cause of so much pain? If you're wondering that, you have never danced with the DMT fairies on a humid night beneath a Ferris wheel, and it shows. Take a gander at my comprehensive list of minigames that I'd have to do 100 times in a row, each only rewarding 1 ticket. That's not even bringing up the fact that I had to get fishing, mining, and herbalism or engineering on all of my characters as well, which was an arduous adventure 50 times over that you do not want to see. Also that I could do the weekly profession quests as well, where you fish if you have fishing, or pick flowers if you have herbalism, or pick up trash if you have mining. I feel like they lost the momentum with the last one. Regardless of how mind-numbing the routes were, some of my favorite fair games remain standouts despite the delirium that crept in. Like Whack-A-Mole. Hey, have you ever wanted to hit an old lady with a hammer? That's... You shouldn't do that. And if you do that in this game, you get punished. They're telling you it's not a good thing to do. Anyways, you run around and you beat the shit out of taxidermies while avoiding an old lady. Then once you run out of time, you get teleported out and yelled at to stay out of the gaming area. Another favorite of mine is the one where you get shot out of a cannon, and using precise calculations and mathematics, arithmetic if you will, you have to drop out of the air and land in some random fuck off circle, which I always do perfectly. It's totally not from luck. They even turned the only fight in Firelands with a mechanic into a carnival game for children, and there's a dance battle now? Look, you can do all sorts of things, like throw rings at a turtle and empty 15 clips into some poor circles, all whilst running around doing your profession quests, and if you follow an optimal farming route, you'll eventually reach the races. Which one is better? You don't ask that question, but it's the one on the left because it makes you feel pain. It's like a pinch in a dream, and it keeps you going. Anyways, these are 2 little raceways at the end of the Darkmoon Island on the pier. You have to speedrun any time % on a bird's back on a course filled with adversity and despondency, and I will say it with no malice, but you have to know what the inside of a rehab center and or a psych ward looks like to design such arduous, gruesome racetracks that take no pity on your soul or lack thereof. Regardless, I'm starting to hallucinate. With my optimal farming route in place, I must admit I thought I had smooth sailing to victory, even at the cost of seeing things crawl in the corner of my eye and what do you... Oh, that's simply incredible. As the tickets began to pile up in IRL, I began to witness things like M&M or the Stardew Valley logo appearing in thin air. I was entering what we in the industry call psychosis. This did not deter me, for if psychosis makes you step away to take a breather, you are not a gamer. You're just a fucking crazy person. On a loop I went by, doing every daily, minigame gathering professions on all of my characters and doing all of the weeklies, losing a small bit of myself with every step I took and every fish I fished, every game I played and every race I raced, and bit by bit, hour by hour, the numbers started to climb, 10 to 15 tickets at a time. I was slowly but surely reaching that 1,000. I found I was now fluent in cough speak. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. What's that?
You know, what if it said our fastest and hardest boner, quickest speed for getting a boner?
Yeah, and so it was. 40 hours deep, no sleep, no excuses, no bullshit, on the most optimal farming route. And what did it cost? What did it cost? What did it cost? What did it cost? Nothing, because my insurance actually covered the antipsychotics. We stay winning! I'm depressed.
I wish I didn't like this game. Oh, finally. Okay, this is for you, my 70% female audience. Yes! Yeah! I feel so free. This is what it's all about, baby! Yes! Savor this moment because I am never using this now ever again! I am invincible! Why would I use anything else? I feel so alive!